And we have gathered once again around the warm glow of your television. For Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, it's a good day to be hanging around on this 11th day of May, 2022. I am Dan Kuntz, and according to my calendar, it's Wednesday. Winning Wednesday is back. We do it every Wednesday. I've been doing it for I don't know how long. I lost track. Up for grabs. It's a perennial favorite from our friends at Sun Basin Theaters and the Gateway Cinema. Here it is again. This will get two people into the VIP spot at the Gateway Cinema for any movie that's going to be playing to the VIP spot between now and the end of the year. You got until December 31st to use these. That's pretty cool. Don't know what's playing to the VIP spot. I'm sure it's a good movie. If you're unfamiliar, the VIP spot is you got to be at least 21 to get in because you can buy alcohol and bring it in, and they bring you food. They have the big comfortable chairs, and it's limited seating, and there's a great sound system. It's the only way to watch a movie. No kids kicking the back of your chair or screaming 5-year-olds, stuff like that. It's the only way to go. The VIP spot at the Gateway Cinema. This pass is for two people, and even though it's one card, it's for two people. And that's what we're going to be giving away today. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in an NCW Life Channel mug, just because I'm a giving kind of guy. You got to email in your entry. That's how you enter the contest. Winner at ncwlife.com is the email address. Winner at ncwlife.com. It's one entry per email address. If you have more than one email address, you can enter more than once, but you can't enter continuously over and 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 over again on the same email address. We keep track of these things. And don't forget, employees of local telecommunications, solely in broadcasting, and their immediate families are not eligible. Sorry, Brenda. Get in your email. You want to go to the movies for us for free? Not only that, but it's the VIP spot. Only way to go. Give me your email. Winner at ncwlife.com. We'll do the drawing a little bit later on in the day today. 43 degrees, bountiful sunshine. If you liked yesterday, we're going to do it again today. Just a little bit warmer, but still not normal. Starting today, our normal high temperature now goes to 71 degrees as we get deeper into spring. We're not going to get there. It's going to be nice. It's going to be sunny. Going to be mild, but still not where we should be this time of the year. And you'll want to enjoy it because big change coming on Thursday and Thursday night and right on into Friday as a rather active cold front's going to take our temperatures right back down again. Snow in the Cascades. Snow level is going to go all the way down to 2,000 feet Thursday night. That's pretty close to us. And here it is, the 11th day of May. Details are coming up. And we'll have news, of course, a lot of it. Sports, a lot of it. The Mariners beat Philly. It helped. Philadelphia did not play particularly good, and that helps quite a bit. And we'll have highlights and results from high school sports when we get to sports. And speaking of sports, in the back half of the hour, we had a chance to cruise on up to Wenatchee Valley's Super Oval yesterday morning and talk to the track manager, Jeremy Anders. Another big night of racing coming up on Saturday night at the WVSO. Our cameras will be there. We're going to be televising it live. But, of course, we always encourage people to go to the track. It's the only way to really enjoy the racing. And we'll preview what's going to happen Saturday night at the WVSO with our good friend Jeremy in the back half of the program. Jeremy, by the way, making his very first appearance on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's take our tour around the valley with a beautiful morning. The birds are chirping and the sprinkler systems are up and running. And we have a wide shot from our PTZ camera, pan, tilt, and zoom. That's the acronym, so we can do a lot of different things with these cameras. And it's zoomed all the way back, so we're getting a lot of the valley in your frame there, with Birch Mountain and Badger Mountain plainly in view. And we're still pretty green, still green in the foothills, and of course certainly green in the Wenatchee Valley. All the trees are now fully leafed out and budding out and looking good. The Columbia River is running high, and it is running very cold. That's what it does this time of the year. Beautiful shot there. Camera 2. We got so many different cameras to choose from. I think we're going to be in good shape. Lower Butte, Lake Chelan checks in. As you can see, quite a bit of beach, so they haven't begun the process of filling up the big bathtub there. I still think it's a remarkable engineering feat. They can actually control the water level on a lake as big and as deep as Lake Chelan. I don't know how they do it, but I'm impressed with it. Good morning, Lake Chelan, from our Lower Butte camera, pointing up towards the Wapato Point area, Manson, Holden, Stehekin, and places to the northwest. Camera number 3. We say good morning to, that looks to be maybe, I don't know, Stamen Flats? Hey, I got it right. The Stamen Flats camera, which is on the Chelan County side of the highway, but we're looking out over the Douglas County side of the highway with those beautiful homes right along the Columbia River, just to the north of Orondo. Big swath, beautiful shot there, and way off into the distance, and I mean way off in the distance, you can see it, Mission Ridge, way, way back there in the upper right-hand corner, and camera 4. Back to the valley we go with our Omi Garden camera. Look at how that haze is kind of, and that makes everything look kind of brownish as opposed to greenish. And as you can tell, if you look across to the Wenatchee Heights area, this camera is pretty much at the same elevation as the Wenatchee Heights camera. We call it the Omi Gardens camera. It's not actually in Omi Gardens. It's a little ways away, but that's the closest geographical thing that we can use. And we say good morning to the Stemilt campus and the Otabashian Bridge and East Wenatchee, the north side of East Wenatchee, on this beautiful Wednesday morning. However, things aren't going to be so beautiful on Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, and right on into Friday. This is an updated slide. Again, a big cold front's going to surge into our area. It's going to start Thursday afternoon. By Thursday night, it'll be here. It'll picking up in the winds. We're going to have some widespread light rain, scattered showers Thursday afternoon into Thursday night, and it's bringing a lot of cold air with it as well. And we're going to see the temperatures drop way down on Thursday night, overnight low into Friday. And then unfortunately for most of the weekend, even though we're going to gradually warm back up again, we're still going to be below normal for our afternoon high. We hit 63 yesterday. Our normal high is 70. Now it's 71 degrees, and we're not going to be there. We're going to come fairly close, but not there yet for our normal afternoon highs from the National Weather Service. Another beautiful day today, sunshine, maybe a degree warmer. It's 43 now. Yesterday at this time it was 41. Since we topped off at 63, we think right around 64 or 65 for our afternoon high with a nice light wind. So beautiful day today. 43 for the overnight low. The clouds will begin to roll in tonight. You're going to wake up tomorrow morning with a mixture of clouds and sun, and then the clouds are going to take over by mid-morning. By afternoon, we're talking rain, and we'll be lucky to get to 60 for the afternoon high. And also, as you might imagine, as the system comes in, a little breezy on Thursday and Thursday night. Thursday night into Friday, the snow level is going to go from 4,600 feet all the way down to 2,000 feet. That's pretty close to us. It's also going to be cloudy and very chilly, 37 for the overnight low, and many locations will be close to the freezing mark as we welcome Friday. Partly sunny, still a chance of some morning rain, a bit breezy, again chilly. It's bringing in cold air. A high of only 59. That is, 12 degrees below normal on Friday? How many times have I had to say that this spring? 44 for the overnight low on Friday night. Just taking into the weekend. Saturday, showers likely in the morning, giving way to sun breaks in the afternoon, but we are going to see some rain. It looks like pretty good, especially Saturday morning, maybe spilling into the afternoon hours. High of 65, 47 for the overnight low. Close to normal on Sunday. Partly sunny skies, but we still can't rule out a raindrop or two. It is still very unsettled, the atmosphere. And then we cool back down again on Monday and Tuesday. If you're looking for a long stretch of sunny, warm, pleasant weather, you will have to look elsewhere. It is not happening here yet. It's 9 minutes after the hour, a 1 minute break, and then your Wednesday morning headlines. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life Channel.
Find ageless beauty at Chelan Valley Skincare. Cindy offers the most up-to-date treatments for personalized skincare. If sagging skin or acne scars are some skin challenges for you, Chelan Valley Skincare offers non-invasive, non-surgical skincare. With up-to-date technology for shorter treatment plans, you'll benefit from Cindy's expertise to help you accomplish your skincare goals. Please stop by their website for details on all their services. Call Cindy today for your free consultation.
10 minutes after the hour, sunshine, 43 degrees, mid-60s again today. Lots of sunshine, very nice spring day for the Wenatchee Valley. We'll start clouding up tonight, and then we'll feel the impact of that rather powerful cold front, fast-moving, but powerful cold front is going to bring us lots of clouds, rain, and much cooler temperature on Thursday and spilling right on into Friday. Douglas County Commissioners yesterday unanimously voted no on the north-south annexation. That was that interlocal agreement that would have annexed about 600 existing homes from the county into the city of East Wenatchee. The city now has to seek annexation in another way, and by a revised agreement or by other means, including perhaps a public vote. The agreement was approved by the East Wenatchee City Council back on May 3rd, but county commissioners rejected it, saying it would increase fees for residents and should be put to a ballot initiative. The agreement has been in the works for about a year, and East Wenatchee Mayor Geraldine Crawford said she felt duped by the county's handling of the issue.
It's frustrating because I feel like the information that we have been talking about, you've known all of this entire time. We have a responsibility to provide efficient and effective government. You've wasted my time. That's not efficient nor effective. I had a staff member delayed retirement to work on this. We've invested countless hours of staff time to work on this, and with all along you guys knowing these things already. So it's frustrating. This is an urban area. This is not rural. I think you guys need to be honest with your constituents and let them know you don't have any plans to improve their roads.
Unfortunately, the public process involving the public in part of this decision is at the very end of it. Maybe that should have been moved up to the beginning of it to see if this was something that we would want to pursue with this method provided to us by the legislature. So I think it was flawed that we didn't get public comment or a lot of public comment until the end, and we had to put in so much work product to get there. And I realize you have to have something to deliver them, but maybe there could have been something earlier on to give us an indication of things that could be addressed to get a more successful outcome.
The Wenatchee Church, where an alleged gunman was killed and a responding police officer injured on Saturday, is offering its prayers to the suspect and the police. The suspect fired with a handgun into the doorway of the empty Living Hope Community Church sanctuary. It was before Wenatchee police arrived, of course, shot and killed him. Pastor Jeremy Payton of Living Hope says the church was unoccupied at the time, although a substance abuse recovery group was scheduled to set up in the courtyard just an hour later. They released a statement yesterday, Living Hope Church did, and it says in part, and I'm quoting now, "We pray God's protection, blessing, and healing on the officers involved, knowing the use of deadly force is a heavy burden. We offer our deep gratitude and appreciation for the excellent and courageous service our law enforcement agencies consistently provide." It goes on to say, "Our hearts and prayers go out to the family and loved ones of the deceased. We cannot imagine how painful and confusing this loss must be. We pray you are comforted and offer our deep condolences and genuine support in the depths of your suffering," end quote. Despite the violence, by the way, on Saturday, Payton said the church was able to conduct services on Sunday morning as scheduled. The new mascot for Moses Lake High School. Well, they've narrowed it down to 5 finalists. The district said based on geographical and or historic significance, the school's new mascot for Moses Lake High School will either be the Jets, the Lakers, the Mavericks, the Mustangs, or the Raptors. People can vote on the finalists through Friday on the district's website. A district committee is looking for a replacement for its current mascot, the Chiefs. They need to comply with a 2021 state law that prohibits the use of Native American names. The district is also changing the names of the Frontier Middle School Warriors and of Chief Joseph Middle School. 3 people were injured Tuesday morning when a car and a pickup collided on Highway 281 just south of Quincy. The collision sent the pickup onto its side in the roadway. The car rolled off the shoulder and caught on fire. Washington State Patrol Trooper Jeremy Weber said the pickup was traveling southbound on the highway at about 6:10 yesterday morning when it swerved into the northbound lane and was hit in the passenger side area by the car. Weber said the pickup driver, 32-year-old Pedro Zalva Gomez of Quincy, told troopers he swerved to avoid a vehicle that was pulling onto the highway off of White Trail Road. The woman driving the car, 42-year-old Elza Cisneros Gonzalez of Mattawa, and a 3-year-old boy passenger and the driver of the pickup all were hospitalized. Gomez taken to Quincy Valley Medical Center with non-life-threatening injuries. Cisneros was sent to Central Washington Hospital. The child was airlifted to Sacred Heart Hospital in Spokane with undisclosed injuries. Weber said the woman and the boy had to be extricated from the burning vehicle, but they did not suffer burn injuries. The accident closed Highway 281 at the intersection of Whiteshell Road for a couple of hours. Weber says the cause of the accident remains under investigation. Chelan County is several steps away from having a new building code to govern wildfire-prone areas. County commissioners held a hearing on Tuesday on proposed new ordinances from Fire Marshal Stephen Rinaldi, which would require more fire-resistant building materials in the wildland-urban interface. It's called the WUHI. Wenatchee Valley developers say that the new code could add costs to construction, but firefighters and other community advocates say it's time that the building codes meet the challenges of wildfires.
This ordinance, as written, is also for remodels. And it's not only the remodel of specifically if I want to put new siding on my house, this ordinance kicks in and says, guess what? You have to upgrade to what the ordinance is. So I want to do a $5,000 remodel. Guess what? I might have $85,000 in bills for the rest of the upgrades.
We had a significant fire in Manson, 2002, Deer Point fire. It blackened 100% of the wildland edge. It went around 60 structures. We never lost any primary structures, but that now is probably getting close to 150 structures in that same footprint. The fire marshals have brought us a very basic WUI code. This is not deep. This is not harsh. This is good stuff, and we need this to make homes hardened and defensible and to help protect our firefighters.
We all need to be taking action to reduce our risk to wildfire. One of the things that is within our ability as a county is to enact some codes that enable us to have more ignition-resistant structures. And I think that the path set forward by the fire marshal is a good one. I feel like if you look at a lot of the data from some of our recent fires, both in this area and in other areas, what we see is structure ignition from embers. So embers, firebrands travel quite some distance from the main fire, and they land on roofs. And if those roofs are not constructed from ignition-resistant material, if they are wooden, for example, wood shake, they're much more vulnerable to wildfire ignition.
Filing week begins Monday for the local races, and there are going to be a lot of them on the ballots in Chelan and Douglas counties. Any number of candidates have already filed paperwork with the Washington State Public Disclosure Commission saying they intend to file next week, and that includes 3 candidates for the District 2 Chelan County Commissioner's seat that's being vacated by Commissioner Bob Boogert. Early fundraising reports show Ann Hesberg of Leavenworth with a slight money advantage over Sean Smith in that race, with Hesberg reporting having raised a little over $12,000. Smith has raised a little over $11,000. The third candidate, Zachary Miller, has not yet reported any fundraising. The biggest pre-filing fundraiser in Chelan County, Sheriff Brian Burnett, with just over $30,000 in the bank. No other sheriff's candidate, by the way, has filed with the PDC to oppose Brian Burnett. Candidates have until the end of the day on Friday of next week to officially file. The primary is August 2nd. The general is November 8th. Despite being hit with several dumps of late season snow, they were able to get her done yesterday. Highway 20 is open. The North Cascades Highway, the Washington State Department of Transportation, said snow clearing crews from the east and the west met over the weekend, but with snow in the forecast, they delayed the reopening by a day. The clearing took about 6 weeks, with crews encountering snow 7.5 feet deep on Rainy Pass. The May 10th opening is earlier than last year. The pass was opened last year on May 28th. And that's what's making news on this Winning Wednesday. You want the news? We got the news for you at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock with Grant Olson in the anchor chair and Eric Grandstrom in the sports chair. And with a preview, here's Grant.
Good morning, Dan. Coming up tonight on the NCW Life Evening News, get out and enjoy today's weather if you have the chance, because big changes are coming our way tomorrow. All the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. And in sports, Eric Granstrom has an update on a ton of area high school baseball, softball, and soccer playoffs, as well as the latest on the Mariners-Phillies series. That and all the day's news stories coming your way tonight at 5, 6, and 10 on the NCW Life Evening News. We hope to see you then. Dan?
Thank you, Grant. You got a news tip? We'd love to hear from you. Get a hold of us in any number of ways. If you got a computer or a smartphone, you can do it. You can email us, news@ncwlife.com. You can go to our Facebook page and chime in on the Messenger app, or you can go to our homepage, ncwlife.com, and click on the Contact Us icon. After our break, sports. The Mariners get one from the Phillies, plus highlights of the Panthers and the Cadets at Historic Recreation Park. Baseball playoffs are underway. Sports is 1 minute away. Watch you Wake Up in Anchi Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Hi, I'm Katie Joslin and I'm a pediatrician at CVCH. We know that as new parents, you have a lot of decisions to make. At CVCH, we have a team of caring pediatricians and family medicine providers who love to take care of newborns. As you're making that decision of where you'd like to go, we hope that you'll consider coming to CVCH, where any of the providers you choose would care for your baby as if it was one of their own.
22 minutes after the hour, the Mariners got 10 strikeouts from Robbie Ray, plus the hits fell where they ain't, and that you take those two things, and it means a 5-4 victory over the Phillies last night at T-Mobile Park. Seattle finally had some balls bounce their way. They scored 3 runs in the second inning. Ray dominated over the first 4 frames to eventually get the W.
Breaks his bat, and it finds right field. Frazier comes in to score. And the Mariners, 4 batters into the ball game, get their first run of the series. Julio soft chop off the plate. Nola has to let this one die as another run comes in. It's Ty France from third base. Julio Rodriguez all smiles. On the ground, Segura smothers from a knee. Hoskins keeps his foot on the bag. No, it's gone. Here comes Terens, and it just continues for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. Good start for the reigning Cy Young Award winner. A strikeout to Schwarber. That slider dialed in early already. Swing and a miss. Slider finishes off Real Muto. Second punch out for Robbie Ray. 2 outs to 2-2. And he struck him out anyway. Another slider. 3 punch outs early for Robbie Ray. Another strikeout for Robbie Ray. That's his 4th already. Ray's 3-2. Swing and a miss. 96 on the gun for Robbie Ray.
See what he does here.
Swing and a miss. Slider finishes off Schwarber.
Miles an hour when he wants to punch out. We've seen 87 to 89.
He strikes out Harper. 2-2. He swings and misses. It kicks off the backstop. Terens a long throw, and it's in time.
Slider here.
On cue, strike 3 called. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He elevates a heater this time. Double-digit strikeout effort, Robbie Ray. It's in the books. Sewald shuts the door. He gets the final 4 outs, so the Mariners bounce back.
Mariners manager Scott Service says it's about time the Mariners got some balls to fall where the Phillies weren't, and also Robbie Ray, who's good new. He was good.
We had one of those games where the ball did go or did bounce our way tonight. We had didn't hit a ton of balls hard off of Nola, but we were fortunate. We hit him in the right spot. We haven't had that game in quite some time, and I say, it's going to even out. I don't know if it ever evens out, but we'll take it. We didn't, like I said, scorch any balls against him, but we kept the ball in play. We had a lot of really good at-bats and were able to put, 5 runs up there tonight. But Robbie Ray really set the tone tonight. I thought he was, one of his better games that he's had so far as a Mariner. I thought he was really crisp, really good slider. Saw the fastball velocity start trending. It continues to trend up, and that's a really good sign. So, outstanding, job by him, and the 10 strikeouts. I think he's getting used to maybe pitching in some cooler weather too. He had some different setup in the dugout to keep him warm today, and seems like it helped. So,
Mariners go for the season for the series sweep, series victory anyway against the Phillies. It's a matinee, by the way. They'll get going at 12:40. Logan Gilbert will start for the Mariners. We had some playoff baseball at Historic Recreation Park yesterday afternoon. Wenatchee hosted Eisenhower. That is not a typo. The Panthers scored 20 runs in the first inning to go on to beat the Cadets 22-7. We had a camera there long enough to see the bottom of the first.
Whoa.
20 runs in the first inning. That's a lot of runs. In the meantime, to the Les Schwab Prep Baseball scoreboard we go. Eastmont blanked Davis 4-0 in the other Big Nine play-in game. So it's the Wildcats and the Panthers at Rec Park Friday, 5 o'clock in the District 6 4A tournament. West Valley will be hosting Moses Lake Friday for the district championship. Checking the scoreboard in the District 6 1A tournament at Ephrata High. Cashmere ended OMAC season 7-4. Chelan claimed the district championship with a 12-0 win over Quincy. The Jackrabbits will host the Bulldogs Saturday morning at 11 for one last chance to regionals. In the District 6 2B tournament, Okanagan clobbered Manson to move on, while Tanasca took down Lake Roosevelt. The Bulldogs will travel to Liberty Bell tomorrow at 4:30. The Tigers will be in Brewster. In the District 6 1B tournament, Waterville-Mansfield ended Moses Lake Christian's season with a 15-5 win. Riverside Christian stopped Pateras 14-4, so the Shockers will take on Riverside Christian in the next round at the Pashaston-Dryden Complex Saturday afternoon at 4:30. The Les Schwab Prep Fast Pitch Softball scoreboard looks something like that. Eastmont beat Davis 16-3 when Wenatchee topped Eisenhower. Cashmere's game at OMAC was a last-second cancellation. Brewster and Tanasca were winners in the District 6 2B playoffs. The Bears beat Oroville, and the Tigers took down Liberty Bell. Coming up on Saturday, it's Brewster visiting Lake Roosevelt, and Okanagan will host Tanasca. The Moses Lake boys soccer team season came to an end last night in the Big Nine District play-in game. The Chiefs fell to Sunnyside by a final of 4-0. Ike advanced with a 3-1 win over Davis. That means the Grizzlies will host Eisenhower Thursday in the District 6 4A playoffs at 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock tomorrow night, we will have it. It's the Panthers and the Wildcats for the district championship, and we'll be live right here with that on the NCW Life Channel. And the District 6 AB playoffs begin today, with Cashmere hosting Brewster at 4:30. Chelan visits Okanagan. Tonight at Leibofter Field at the Apple Bowl. Quincy will take Bridgeport on at 6 o'clock. Manson and Cascade at 8. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this 11th day of May. It's a winning Wednesday, the obscure holiday. I had a number of them to choose for. First of all, happy National School Nurses Day today. It's National Twilight Zone Day, which is my brain right now. It's National Foam Rolling Day, but nope, we're going to do with National Eat Whatever You Want Day today. National Eat Whatever You Want. Now, for a lot of people, that's pretty much every day, but for many people, they have dietary restrictions and they can't eat whatever you want. Well, today is the day for you to fall off that wagon, if you will, and scarf down whatever food you really like. I have the listing of the 12 foods that Americans would eat on a regular basis, regardless of the consequences to their health. So this is the foods American would eat every day if they didn't have to worry about the consequences of eating this food. Number 12, cookies. Number 11, cheese. Number 10, chips. Number 9, cake. Can you imagine eating cake every day? Number 8, donuts. Number 7, French fries. Number 6, chocolate, but it doesn't say what kind of chocolate. It says chocolate. Number 5, tacos or burritos. Number 4, ice cream. Number 3, hamburgers. Number 2, pasta. And the number 1 food that Americans would eat every day if they didn't have to worry about the consequences to their health. Number 1, pizza. No surprise there. It's National Eat Whatever You Want Day today, which for a lot of people is pretty much every day. Gee, I think I'll eat Brussels sprouts today. You don't hear that too often. It's 32 minutes after the hour. Today in history, 230 years ago today, Robert Gray did what John Mears and George Vancouver didn't. He actually sailed into the Columbia River. On this date, May 11th, 1792, 4 years earlier, John Mears, the captain of a British fur trading vessel, was told there's a river, a big river that flows into the Pacific Ocean about here. He looked all over the place, said it did not exist. He came up with the name Cape Disappointment because he was disappointed that he couldn't find the river, even though he actually found the river. He just didn't know it. Well, 4 years later, George Vancouver went right where John Mears was 4 years earlier, and he sailed around, and he thought, hey, the water out here in the Pacific is kind of muddy. Is that a river that flows in here? But he said, no, Johnny Mears, my good buddy Johnny Mears 4 years earlier said, there is no Columbia River, and he knows what he's talking about. So George Vancouver took off. Well, a couple of days before May 11th, 1792, George Vancouver and Robert Gray, their ships saw each other. So they sailed, hey, how you doing, Bob? Hey, how you doing, George? George said, I went to look for that Columbia River or whatever it is, that big river down there. And I think John Mears was right. I don't think it exists. And Bob Gray went, well, I'm going to go down there anyway. So Robert Gray doubled back and he went down and he sailed 13 miles into the mouth of the Columbia River. And he said, yeah, it turns out there is a river here. And he named it after his ship, the Columbia. And that's how the Columbia River got its name. They spent 9 days going up the river as far as they could before they thought it was too safe. They turned around and went back. But they found the Columbia River. John and George found it, didn't know it, so Bob Gray gets the credit. We always do birthdays. Minnesota is 164 years old today. Joined the Union May 11th, 1858 as the 32nd state in the Union. Like a lot of state flags, they just take the state seal and they just put it on the flag. You could use a little more thought and originality into that. That's what everybody does. They just take their state seal and they put it on a flag and call it good. Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes. There's actually 11,000 lakes or more actually in Minnesota. More than half of the population of the state of Minnesota live in the metropolitan Minneapolis-St. Paul area. So there's a huge concentration of people who live in a pretty small chunk of land there in Minnesota. Speaking of the Twin Cities is home to a lot of Fortune 500 companies. You wouldn't think so, but it's true. Target, of course, their home is in Minneapolis. Best Buy, General Mills, Kellogg's, Land O'Lakes, they're all based in Minneapolis or St. Paul. More than 36% of all the residents of Minnesota fish, second only to Alaska. Happy birthday to Minnesota. And finally, baseball, my favorite sport, always has all kinds of crazy stuff going on. May 11th, 1977, 45 years ago. In the midst of a 16-game losing streak, the owner of the Atlanta Braves, Ted Turner, fires the manager, Dave Bristol, and names himself as the manager of the Atlanta Braves. He manages that night. They lose to the Pirates for their 17th consecutive loss. And then the National League stepped in and said, there are rules, Ted, that the owner of the team can't manage the team. So he managed the team for one game, and then he had to find another manager. So what did he do? He went back and hired Dave Bristol again, the same guy who he fired 2 days earlier. He rehired the day after. Could have saved everybody a lot of headaches and not even bothered with that at all. Sorry, Ted, can't manage your own team. Birthdays, Irving Berlin, perhaps maybe alongside George Gershwin and certainly Bob Dylan, one of America's greatest songwriters. He wrote over 1,500 songs. Alexander's Ragtime Band, Easter Parade, Putting on the Ritz, Cheek to Cheek, White Christmas, God Bless America, Happy Holidays, Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better, There's No Business Like Show Business. Irving Berlin, who lived to the age of 101. Born in the state in 1888. And happy 81st birthday to the lead singer of the Animals, Eric Burdon. Eric Burdon is 81. Somebody needs to tell him. Before we get to Mike Magnotti's opinion, I'm in a conversation with Jeremy Anders as we talk about racing Saturday night at Wenatchee Valley Super Oval. Another friendly reminder, it's Winning Wednesday, and there it is. A pass for two people. Two people get to go to the movies for free to the VIP spot at the Gateway Cinema. Get in your emails. Winner at ncwlife.com. Mike Magnotti is next. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Public notice! Click RV of Moses Lake has just received a huge shipment of RVs. If you're looking for a bunkhouse trailer for the whole family, a rear living for just two, or if you're a motorhome kind of glamper, if you want to camp for free with zero down and no payments till October, Click RV of Moses Lake has it for you. Top quality brands like Winnebago, Thor, Keystone, and Forest River. Lifetime warranties, so buy with confidence at Click RV of Moses Lake.
I drive a Click RV.
Hurry, the selection has never been better with new arrivals daily.
The best quarterback in the game only drives the best RV in the game.
Click RV, your Moses Lake RV superstore.
Things have changed in the motorsports industry. Short supply and high demand have emptied showrooms. But what hasn't changed are the experts at Doghouse Motorsports. They are here to help you reserve the machine of your choice. Stop by and check out the latest 2022 Husqvarna motorcycles, UBCO, and Intense electric vehicles, and other new additions to the Doghouse Motorsports family of high-quality products.
Over the last year and a half, the industry's absolutely changed, but the Doghouse is still your best option for all your power sports needs.
My name is Anaisa Lemus, and I teach at John Newberry Elementary. I had a tooth in the front that was just always causing me problems. It was just happening so regularly. I went to go get a root canal done, and the root canal didn't help a whole lot because when it came back, both of my parents went to Dr. Divis's office. They really recommended him because he had done such a great job on their teeth. I went and really have had a really pleasant experience with him. He just made me feel really at ease with everything. He was really confident with what he was doing. He said, this is one of his favorite parts of his job, which really made it easier for me because, when you're really passionate about something, they're going to do a good job. As a teacher, my students, I'll tell them randomly sometimes, oh yeah, with my fake tooth, they're always so shocked. Like, what? It looks like your real tooth. And I'm really happy with the results now.
This is Dr. John Divis. Please call us today.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Sunny days are here and Collins Fashions is ready for all your events and celebrations this summer. Wedding wear, sundresses, linen wear, tees, tunics, shorts, crops, skirts, and capris. Your favorite brands like Joseph Ribkoff, Frank Lyman, Tribal, Tommy Bahama, Charlie B. Brighton handbags and jewelry, Joe Susan Latico totes and accessories. Gift candles from Capri Blue, Veluspa, and Spoke Candy. Comfy cute sandals from Soft, Bueno, Fly London, Jambu. Service extraordinaire at Collins Fashions in downtown Wenatchee.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver. Shopping cart! Because Les Schwab helps keep us safe with brakes, steering, and more. Eyes ahead, Dad! Now what those guys back there offer with their tires? Toilet paper. But Les Schwab gives the safety by the carload. Turn here! We're kind of a big deal here.
Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can lift this up.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
You've got a lot to do today. While you're out and about, remember to dispose of your unused medications safely and anonymously. It's a simple act that makes your home a safer place. Next time you're at the pharmacy, just place them in the drop box. To find a location, visit medproject.org.
Okay, this is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, I recently saw an ad for an investment opportunity on Facebook. And I've heard other advertisements to invest my money on the radio and other such places. And my question is this: if this particular investment opportunity is so great, why is somebody who wants me and every other jamoke out there to give them their money, why are they doing it on Facebook or on the radio? I mean, good grief. I mean, if the return on investment opportunity is so great, why do they have to go to the public with it? You know, if I knew of a sure way to invest and rake in the dough, I'd be tempted to keep it myself or share it with people who are close to me, not cut an ad on KPQ. Good God. This is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and that's my opinion.
It has really been a great partnership between Succession and NCW Life. It's not always easy to sit in front of a camera or a microphone, but you guys have made it a really nice process.
Collins Fashions welcomes spring in this beautiful Wenatchee Valley. We are so thankful for green valleys and flowering fruit trees. We are prepared with glorious color throughout the store. Flattering tees and tunics, jeans, capris, shorts, skirts, sundresses, and sandals, and many of your favorite brands. Beautifully designed dresses from Joseph Ribkoff, Frank Lyman, and Alex Evening for your special occasions. Brighton jewelry and handbags to complete your outfit at Collins, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee.
The new Hummer EV is everything you want in an all-electric vehicle. It's powerful, reliable, comfortable, and will take you anywhere you want to go, on-road or off. Why buy one of those lesser EVs when you can have one that uses them for traction? Order your Hummer pickup or SUV today from Sangster Motors, batteries included.
Watch Vibrant Living, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Find out about programs and activities for ages 50 and over, and meet amazing seniors who contribute to our community. New episodes Sundays at 1:30 p.m., replayed throughout the week on the NCW Life channel. Get your body moving. Tune in for Vibrant Motion, featuring low-impact aerobics hosted by Connie Townsend. These workouts are great for all ages. Vibrant Motion brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, weekdays on the NCW Life channel.
I'm here at the Discovery Center at Rocky Reach Dam, where there's a ton of cool stuff to do. You can learn how the dam harnesses the power of the Columbia, walk inside a Native American Thule Lodge, and steer clear of disaster on the Rock Island Rapids. You can check out the new fish viewing space and even stare a salmon right in the eye. Explore all this and more at Chelan County PUD's brand new Discovery Center at Rocky Reach Dam, now open year-round.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCW Life and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
The workforce and career programs at Wenatchee Valley College are for you. The programs we offer are high demand, so you can kickstart your career and get connected to industry experts. With dedicated instructors and financial support available, we're behind you every step of the way. Are you ready for something new? Find your next career at Wenatchee Valley College. We have options for learners like you.
Stay active and independent for life. SAIL is an evidence-based strength, balance, and fitness program. The exercises in a SAIL class have been packaged into a formal regimen focusing on 4 key areas important to the health and fitness of mature participants: low-impact cardiovascular, balance work, strength training, and stretching. SAIL classes are designed for people of all fitness levels and can be done sitting or standing. Join us for SAIL on the NCW Life channel. Check your listing for days and times.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We're here at the WVSO Wenatchee Valley's Super Oval up here at Wenatchee Heights. This weekend, this Saturday night, a full night of racing. And here to talk about it, right on the start-finish line, by the way, never been down here before, is our good friend, the general manager, track manager here, making his very first appearance, by the way, on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'd like to introduce you all to Jeremy Anders. Jeremy, good to see you.
Good. I'm happy to be here. I'm hoping we get a punch card, though. I'd like to get a punch card. I don't know what they'll get me, like a free, like...
That's a good idea.
A Dan Kuntz autograph would be, like, really cool. You get, like, 10 appearances.
10 appearances on the show, you get a Dan Kuntz autograph.
I think I'm at, like, 20 now, so I think we'll get close to it.
And if you can do 30 appearances, you get a Uriah Darby autograph.
Oh, that's big
Wouldn't
time.
that be cool?
Yeah, big time stuff.
Before we talk about this Saturday night, and again, a full slate of racing. We hope you people can come out. Please come out. If you can't make it, it'll be on TV. You know about that by now. First night of racing was, snowed out, for lack of a better term. But then you actually got the Tommy Wentz Classic underway, and that was a great night of racing. So you're 3 nights, 2 days in, so to speak, because you had double racing on Saturday and Sunday. So far, so good. How are we doing?
Yeah, so, the first event we got snowed out, which is something you don't want to have happen. We kicked off the next weekend, had a great crowd for the Tommy Wentz Classic, great car counts, great racing action on the track. And that was on April 23rd. Then April 30th, May 1st, one of our biggest weekends of the year, is the Leonard Evans weekend, which we have Pro Late models and Super Late models, legend cars. Our pits were packed all the way. We used pretty much every pit stall we had out there. The parking lot was packed. Great crowds. Weather kind of made it a little tough to get through the weekend. We had a couple hiccups here and there with weather-wise on the Saturday for sure. The Sunday was beautiful weather, but the racing on the track was really good. So far it's been great. We've had some improvements we made up here. We painted the track walls white. We've added some new flavor around. So we have more things we're trying to do throughout the season here at the track and get things going. But we're heading right into the season. May is kind of a so-so month for us. We got a couple races here, and then June's a really busy month for us.
This is one of the few tracks that's actually gotten racing in at all. There are tracks in Western Washington, they haven't even started yet. It is May.
Yeah, most tracks, well, they've started. They just haven't rained out multiple times. Like Skagit Speedway, I don't think they've got one race in this year. Cottage Grove in Oregon, they've been rained out multiple times. I know Grays Harbor Raceway, they've been rained out multiple times. I think South Sound's been rained out multiple times. And Evergreen Speedway, which is the one track where they are one of the few tracks in the country that race in the rain no matter what. It was so bad last Saturday, they rained out, which everybody's like, for Evergreen Speedway to rain out, it's pretty bad. So, we're always watching the weather or whatever, and, it's just been kind of a cooler time, whatever. The nice thing is we're trying to get the racing action going pretty fast here. So this weekend looks like we're going to have a little bit, in the 60s or so we should be fine. But we're starting racing at 6 o'clock, and our goal is to be done by 9 o'clock, so it should be a good, fast show.
And it'll be dry on Saturday night, I can guarantee you that. And actually, from a racing standpoint, from an automobile performance standpoint, the drivers like the cooler weather, don't they? Because the automobiles perform better.
Yeah, I mean, the 60 degrees is pretty good. You want the low 70 thing is like the perfect temperature for the track and everything like that. The 60s are pretty good. I think it's just more like the miserable time of sitting in the race car, sometimes a little colder. But we have an interesting weekend this weekend with the modifieds, the Rockstar Energy B mods. They're going to have a huge car count, and we should have a great car count for the Roadrunners and the Northwest Pro 4 trucks. But this weekend's a little different because we have the Outlaw Ovals, which they're bringing the most horsepower we're going to see probably most of our race cars this weekend. And they're going to need any advantage they can to get those cars to perform.
And my personal favorite is the Bandoleros. I love it when the kids are out here having a good time. That's my personal favorite.
Yeah, and I have a personal favorite in that class now. My son's racing in that class now, and we had 16 of them, I think, at one point out here the opening weekend. We had a couple instances and wrecks like that, but they were great. They're 8 to 14-year-old kids. They'll be back out here May 21st, and my son, he had his first weekend. He loved it, and those kids are just I love watching them because they all have the passion. They love the sport, and sometimes I think some of us older people, we forget about the passion and why we do it and why we love it, but they remind us of that when we're out in the track.
You can't see this in the pits area because it's blocked out from the general public, but when the kids get out of their cars, it doesn't matter if they finished first and they get a trophy here at the start-finish line or they finish ninth, they're beaming when they climb out of it because they're just having a great time.
Oh, they're super happy, and you know what? A lot of them, they'll walk over and they'll shake each other's hand, good race, have fun, whatever, and then about 20 minutes later, they're out like playing with each other, hanging out, whatever, and they, their parents sometimes maybe not be getting along as well, right? But the kids always get along pretty well for the most part. So yeah, they really are excited about it. And we had that same with some of our Roadrunners too. Some of our Roadrunner kids are 12, 13, 14 years old. So they really enjoy it and stuff. So it's nice to see. It's one of the very few sports where, you'll see 8-year-olds all the way up to 75-year-olds competing on the same weekend. So.
Last time you and I chatted, a little concerned about the tire shortage and tire expenses. It's not so much gasoline that's an issue, special racing gasoline that some of these cars use. It's a tire issue. How are we doing with that?
The gasoline has gone up in price too, but the tire it's a shortage thing. There's just it's tough to find the raw materials to make the tires. So we're seeing that across the country. And fortunately, so far in the Northwest, we haven't had to cancel any races because of it. We are lucky because of the surface we have here at WVSO. We have one of the best racing surfaces there is to race on. So we don't eat up tires here as much as some of the other tracks do. You can usually go 3 or 4 races on a set of tires here and be fine. Where some of the other tracks, you probably need tires more often. So we're still seeing the effects of the shortage. It's not hurt us as much here at WVSO. Knock on wood, hopefully that continues to go that way. But looks like for right now, I've just talked with the tire supplier, and it looks like we're probably good to go all the way through into June with what we have and what we have coming. So we're just going to kind of keep moving forward. Hopefully things kind of fix themselves, but I know it's lots of things. It's a labor thing. It's a raw material thing. It's a oil thing. Everything's all one time. So
the folks that are coming over from Monroe normally race the figure eight.
Figure eight, yep.
Are these cars designed to do figure eight and really not oval? What are we looking forward here?
Well, you're going to see quite a few different types of cars and chassis come here like that. I'll quote one of the great racers. They call them the alien race cars. They just look so unique. They're look like a modified, like an open wheel modified mixed with a stock car, mixed with like a wing sprint car. They just kind of look really unique like that. And so they are just a unique chassis. They're made to go right and left, that they have huge horsepower engines. They're longer chassis like that. So last year we saw some some cars. It was their first time here, so they learned some stuff. This year, I think with a few of them have a few races under their belts of coming here, some few laps. I think that this year we should see some faster track times on them. I hear, like last year, we only had about 9 or 10 cars. I'm hearing this year we're going to have like 13 or 14. So it should be really exciting. I think a couple of our modified guys are going to take some of their bigger tires they have and put them on there. So, usually like you'll see our modifieds race on like an 8-inch tire. Our modifieds are going to toss on some 12-inch tires. So it's that's extra 4 inches of track that you grab around the track. So yeah.
Again, the weather on Saturday night, it's going to be cool, but it's going to be dry, so we will be racing, and we highly encourage people to come here and put your butt in the seat and enjoy a nice cold beverage and a hamburger and a hot dog and a corn dog with the kids and enjoy and soak in the atmosphere of the WVSO. If you can't make it for whatever reason, again, we'll have it here live on the NCW Life channel in high definition and in stereophonic sound beginning at 6 o'clock on Saturday night. Jeremy, one more time, give us the rundown on the lineup Saturday night. What can race fans expect from beginning to end?
So gates open at 4:30, racing at 6 o'clock. We're going to have a full night of racing. We got the Outlaw Figure 8 cars for the Outlaw Oval Challenge with some couple extra cars in there. We also have the Rockstar Energy B mods. We also have the Plum Perfect Roadrunners and the Northwest Pro 4 trucks. Tickets available right now, WVSO.com, or you can get them at the gate on race night. It's going to be a great night, a lot of family fun. Big thanks to Hagelin's Trophies for being our sponsor. Hagelin's Trophies has been giving us trophies out here for, close to 50 years, and we've continued that tradition. They always give great stuff, so it's going to be a great night of racing. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cold beer, cold Pepsi, great burgers, and much more.
Jeremy Anders making his very first appearance on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm sorry I forgot your punch card.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to start again.
Yeah.
You all right with that?
We can do that again.
Yeah, you do 10 shows, you get a free sub sandwich.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
You buying?
I'm buying. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday night, my friend. It's always good to see you, Jeremy.
Too.
You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
How much are you paying for adult, family, or assisted living? Epladolin Retirement and Assisted Living offers one-bedroom apartments for one affordable price. Their rates are all-inclusive, no nickel or diming or sudden increases, just one set price. You or your loved one will receive good food and excellent care in a relaxed, home-like environment. Stop on by for a tour to see if the Epladolin family is the right choice for you.
Family-owned and operated Epladolin Retirement and Assisted Living in Cashmere. Affordable care.
The Lake Chelan Rotary Club invites you to experience the newly expanded Cycle Chelan, held June 25th, 2022. Pick your thrill from 4 rides: the Century Challenge, Cycle Divino, the Lake Loop, or the Butte Blast. All profits from Cycle Chelan are used to support student scholarships of the Lake Chelan Rotary Club. Cycle Chelan 2022. Pick your thrill today.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
Do you even remember to water the house plants? I do this?
You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
The Clearwater Saloon and Casino is the perfect place to meet in East Wenatchee. The Old West theme takes you back in time with casino gambling and poker table. And now you can play the best games on or off the tables. Stop by and check out the new game room. All your favorite games and extended late night hours makes the Clearwater your best bet for a great time. And if time slips away having so much fun, stay the night next door at the Cedars Inn. It's all here nightly at the Clearwater Saloon and Casino in East Wenatchee.
Yeah, Winning Wednesday, and once again up for grabs, courtesy of our friends at Sun Basin Theaters and the Gateway Cinema. This is one of the most popular prizes we give away. 2 tickets to the VIP spot, and you can use these for any movie between now and the end of the year that's playing at the VIP spot. It's 21 and older, so you got to be at least 21 to win these tickets. Don't forget about that. If you're younger than 21, it doesn't do you any good. You can't use them because you can't get into the theater. Winner at ncwlife.com. Winner at ncwlife.com. Get your emails into me, and we'll draw a winner later on. And so I won't forget these. I'll just stick them to my forehead. That way I always know where they're at. All right, from the National Weather Service, one more time, here's your forecast. We're looking at another beautiful day today, just like it was yesterday. We'll top off in the mid-60s anyway. We hit 63 on Tuesday. We'll be maybe a degree or two warmer than that. Overnight low tonight, still chilly. In the 40s anyway, and then here comes a rather robust and fast-moving cold front on Thursday. We'll start seeing some clouds Thursday mid-morning. By Thursday noon, a lot of clouds. The rain starts coming, light rain, but consistent rain, plus some wind on Thursday into Thursday night. Very chilly overnight low Thursday night into Friday. Snow level early Friday morning is going to be at 2,000 feet. That's low for the middle of May, and the cooler than normal temperatures will persist right through into the weekend. Still waiting for spring. That's it for us. Have yourself a great Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.